Shalom, shalom, Israel's brothers, Abba Yahweh, coming back at you with another cold cut. I'd like to give our honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. It's going to be a quick cold cut. 22 days before Passover. 22 days before Passover, we have to understand that we left out of Egypt in armies. Now, if you know anything about an army, it's made up of soldiers, captains. You got pavilions, you got different divisions, right? Because the Lord is a what? Let's actually go to this in Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. Let's go to Exodus 15:3. We know the Lord is a what? He's a God. He's a man of war. God of war, right? Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name, right? And the Lord overthrows armies. But one thing you know about an army is that they consist of what? Soldiers. And what do soldiers do? Soldiers have possessed a certain mindset to be able to get them through war. See, not everybody has that same mindset of war. You see these Edomites, they come back from war. They kill themselves. They off themselves. They got all types of, mental disease and traumas and PTSD. But then you see other men come back from war and they're just fine. See, now we in war right now. This is a spiritual warfare. But to overcome these things, you have to understand what? We have to have that mindset of a warrior. You have to have the mindset of Yahushua. Right? It's 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua and Mashiach. So we have to endure hardness. That's what soldiers endure. If you look at a battlefield, there's mines. You step on a mine, damn, blow up, traps, things like damn cut your head off, man. You got people popping out all types of different places and ready to kill you at any point in time. People that you develop bonds with, man. Dying in war, falling out this thing. It's the same way in the truth. You got people falling out this thing, getting jammed up, swerving to the left and to the right. And the Lord said, you got to endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. The Lord chose you to be a soldier. The Lord just didn't, just wake anybody up to this knowledge, man. The Lord handpicked you to be a soldier in his army and to defeat and battle demons. And what? And if a man also strive for masteries, that he's not crowned except he strive lawfully. I mean, you do it the right way. But the point is, you have to be a soldier and you have to possess that mindset of a soldier. Like soldiers, they don't entangle themselves with the affairs of this life. Imagine being in battle and then you thinking about ice cream. You thinking about your damn dog and how you used to grow up with your dog. Hey, guess what? That sniper gonna knock your head off, man. You're gonna get knocked off. You can't entangle yourself with the affairs of this life. You have to be in his word. Your mindset has to be on the Lord. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 6. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 4. But in all things, approving ourselves as the ministers of God. So this is how you approve yourself as the minister of God, as a servant of God. What? In much patience, in afflictions, in necessities, in distresses. As a soldier, you're going to have afflictions. You need patience. Some of them soldiers be deployed out there for months, years. They traveling from one base to this base. They was in Italy, now they in Hawaii. They go from Hawaii, now they back in Iraq. They come home for 2 months, and guess what? Now they on their second tour already. Have families at home. Damn wife damn near may be dealing with somebody else. Damn children is misguided because you're at war. Right? So it's gonna try your patience. In necessities, in distresses, in stripes, in imprisonments, man. You literally got prisoners of warfare. In tumults, in labors, in watchings, in fastings, by pureness, by knowledge, by long suffering, by kindness, by the Holy Spirit, by love unfeigned, by the word of truth, by the power of God, by the armor of righteousness, and on the right hand and on the left, by honor and dishonor, by evil report and good report, as deceivers as yet true, as unknown and yet well known, as dying and behold we live, as chastened and not killed, as sorrowful yet always rejoicing, as poor yet making many rich, as having nothing and yet possessing all things. This is everything you have to go through as a soldier, man. Are you ready for that? And guess what? If you are chosen to be a soldier, you better be ready for that. We able. But this is the mindset that we got to have, especially approaching these days of Passover. Like I said, hey, we left out of Egypt in army formation, man. Right? In army formation. The Lord chose us to be soldiers, to fight. It's 2 Ezra 7 and verse 57. And guess what? You don't have a choice. You got to fight. You was born to fight. Oh, I'm tired of fighting. I don't want to fight. Hey, then guess what? The Lord's just going to keep sending demons till you die. It's either you're going to fight or you're going to die. There's no option. There's no calling off the fight. There's no waving it off. There's no white flags. You know, in war, you're holding up a white flag. There's none of that, man. It's either you're going to trust in the Most High, possess this mindset, kick it into third gear, or these demons, the Lord's going to keep sending demons to kill you. 2 Ezra 7 and 57. Then he answered me and said, this is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. It doesn't say might fight. It didn't say could fight. It didn't say potentially fight. You could potentially get a bad. No, you're going to fight. You're going to have demons, man. That if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. Now, there's two ifs. It's not guaranteed. Yeah, you can lose. Yeah, you can know this knowledge and be chosen as a soldier and still lose. Right? Thought you was just because you was chosen as a soldier, you got the kingdom? No, you got to fight. You got to perform now. You got to put on a performance. We want to see these battles. Right? You got these boxers in the world. You got Gervonta Davis. You got Ryan Garcia. Hey, they chose these men to fight. Right? They didn't just choose everybody for that big main event. But guess what? Now they in the main event. You got to fight now. You got to do something. We paying you, man. The Lord got an inheritance for us, a reward, a kingdom for us on the line. Now, that's not just given to anybody, but now you're on the stage. What you going to do? What are you going to do? You're on the stage now. All the angels watching. The Lord watching. You going to turn around and walk away, or you going to fight? That if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said. But if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. And that's what the Lord said, man. You're going to receive the thing he says if you get the victory. Let's go to the book of Acts, chapter 14, and verse number 22. Acts 14 and 22. And it says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of God. So as a soldier, you have to understand you're going to enter into much tribulation trying to get the kingdom of the Most High. You have to continue to confirm the souls of the disciples. You have to continue to exhort other brothers to continue in the faith. Yeah, it's hard. You're a soldier. You're going through things yourself. But guess what? You have to exhort others as well. Because when you're a soldier, you're a part of an army. You're a part of something much bigger. You stand for something like the other men in your army stand for, man. You don't move on your own accord. You have to have that comes with integrity, humility, honor, respect. You don't fight alone on the battlefield. You will fight with other men. This 2 Samuel chapter 11. Let's read about Uriah. In verse 10. Let's see how he felt about his soldiers. And when they had told David, saying, Uriah went not down unto his house, David said unto Uriah, camest thou not from thy journey, when thou didst not go down unto thine house? Right? And Uriah said unto David, the ark in Israel and Judah abide in tents. And my lord Joab and the servants of my lord are encamped in the open fields. Shall I then go into mine house to eat and to drink and to lie with my wife? As thou livest and as thy soul liveth, I would not do this thing, man. And that's how he felt about his soldiers. That's how he felt about the army of the living God, man. He said, I'm going to come home and chill and drink and eat and, do what I want to do. And, I'm not doing that, man, because my brothers, my soldiers, they're in the open fields. Right now, we in the open fields, man. We fighting demons, spirits, financial demons, man. Brothers fighting all types of temptations and lust, and you got different heresies swinging around. You got brothers, looking up to brothers, and and brothers may fall, and you got things being divided, and the love of many waxing cold in these last days. This Passover ain't this sifting season ain't easy. You got your brothers in the open fields, and guess what? Shall you then go back into the world and eat and drink? Say quit, give up, lie with, have pleasures of this world while your brothers are in the open field and camped around about, fighting the damn enemy, man. La-ah. Right? Let's go to Luke 12 and 36. That's how Uriah felt. And we have to possess, and he had the mindset of a soldier. He had the mindset of a warrior. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse number 36. And ye yourselves like unto men that wait for the Lord, when he will return from the wedding, that when he cometh and openeth, that they may open unto him, cometh and knocketh, that they may open unto him immediately. Blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. As a soldier, you got to watch, man. You got to be on your P's and Q's. You can't just be at war and not know. You got to know what's going on your right, your left, your north, your south, your southwest, your northwest, your east-west. Not east-west. Southwest. Know what I mean? You have to have eyes round about you. That comes with help from your soldiers. But that also, you got to be aware. You got to be watching. You got to see everything, man. You got to be on point. You got to be on guard. You got to watch over yourself. If you got a household, you got to watch over your family, watch over brothers, watch over your spirit. You got to watch the prophecies. You got to watch everything, man, as a soldier. And what? Verily I say unto you that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. And if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed all those servants, man. And you will be blessed if you found watching in that day. Now, as a soldier, let's go to Sirach 2 and 1. Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse number 1. As a soldier, it says what? What the Lord say? My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy mind aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. What does it mean to say make not haste in the time of trouble? I mean, you can't panic. When you make haste, you start moving fast, especially in a time of trouble. You start to make quick, decisions that's going to lead to your downfall. You don't seek the Most High first. You start panicking. You start trying just anything, and some of those things that you try to get out of that situation is going to lead you further into the situation. The Lord said, "Is constantly adore. Set your mind aright." The Lord said, as a soldier, you got to set your mind aright, man. It's a constant battle. What did Job say in Job chapter 9 and verse 18? He said, the Lord sometimes doesn't even let you catch your breath in this thing. It's Job 9 and verse 18. He will not suffer me to take my breath, but filleth me with bitterness. So you have to constantly endure. It's not once a week. It's not 2 times a day. It's every day. It's a daily thing. Sometimes you feel like you don't catch a break. Damn tire pop on your way to work. Next thing you know, you got to call out of work. Next thing you know, you get fired the next day. All in the span of 24 hours. You open your fridge, ain't no food. Damn, food stamps don't come in for another 2 weeks. Hey, it's always something. Damn, family members hitting you up for money, and you don't even got it. Damn, you ain't fasting a week or 2. You out the spirit. See, these things happen because the Most High is trying you as a soldier. He's trying your mindset. He wants to find you, approve them to himself. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 1. So these things will happen. The Lord is not going to suffer you to take your breath, but we have to continue to endure. You can't give up. Soldiers don't quit. This Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God. Actually, jump down to verse 5. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For God proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And this is what the Lord would do to those men that's found faithful, to those soldiers that are found faithful, man. Right? He's going to receive them as a burnt offering. But let me get this precept in 1 Peter. But you have to have the mind of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It's 1 Peter 4 and 1. For as much then as Hamashiach hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin. So we have, if Yahushua ceased from sin, we have to arm our mind with the same mind the Lord had, because he's our example. He's the captain of our salvation. He's the one that has done these things in the flesh, man. Has been put on trial by the Lord, sweated blood for our sake, got smote upon, spit upon, man, for our sakes. And although we fall, the Lord allows us to get back up. And although we have grievous iniquities, and if you live another day, the Lord allowed you to live that day. So, hey, guess what? Put on your mindset, put on your damn mind, put on your heart as a soldier, man, and continue forth in this battle. We have 22 days to Passover. 22 days. I like to give all praises and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. With that, I say,